Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the strangest, yes, the strangest show in the universe. I'm your host, Dr. Franklin Ruehl, Ph.D. in theoretical nuclear physics, anomalist, parapsychologist, ufologist, cryptozoologist, and investigator of mysteries from beyond the other dominion. I cover everything from the possibility that Bigfoot exists to the power of mind control. For years, my show has been called the strangest program on the internet. But jumping Jupiter, I've made it to primetime TV. Which tantalizing anomalies will I cover this week? Stay tuned to find out. This is Professor Weird. Yes, yes, yes.
Hi, Dr. Ruehl.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
What do you have for me?
I have my research from this week. You ready to go through it with me?
Okay, you have quite a bit there.
I do. Big stack.
That's why you get the big bucks, Laura.
My name is Laura. I'm Dr. Ruehl's producer and assistant. Each week, I help them find two scientific anomalies to investigate. The main kind of stories I pitch are oddities, this creature washed up in Montauk, New York, weird things, spontaneous human combustion, anything that really pops out at you when you look at it, especially when I find a really, really good picture. Look at this 15-inch finger found. It was dug up by Gregor Spory in Egypt. Claims it's a mummified finger. What do you think?
That would mean that his finger would range from the end of my finger up to my elbow for a 15-inch.
Oh, gee, that's huge.
Extrapolating from the size of the finger and leaning on elementary human anatomy, the owner of this digit would measure out to be an amazing 16 feet tall. Yes, 16 feet tall. It's scientifically impossible. And I say, this story is nothing but a sham. What do you have next?
I found a story about a yogi that claims that he's lived for 70 years with no food, no water.
Yes, I think I heard about him, and I'm, of course, highly skeptical. One suspicion I have is that perhaps he hides food and water in his long yogic beard. This story is a sham.
I met Dr. Ruehl a couple years ago at a science fiction expo in L.A., and when I first met him, I thought, oh, okay, this guy's a little bit out there. He's a little odd. But once I started working with him, I realized that while he's a little different and quirky, he is kind of a genius.
Let's go to the next one.
I found a stretch of road in Altadena, California. It's near this NASA lab where cars are said to roll uphill. The urban legend behind it is that a bus broke down or got in an accident, and there's these ghost children that come and push the car up the hill.
Eureka! It could be some type of magnetic effect or other physical phenomena. What I'd love to do is go up there on the hill with our car and test it out. What's next?
Okay. There's a real doctor named Dr. Roger Lear. He's an accredited surgeon. He claims that he's removed 16 alien implants.
Eureka! We have a universe of 13.7 billion years old. There are at least 100 billion galaxies out there. Certainly advanced civilizations have evolved and would have the capability of landing on our planet and abducting humans and implanting those individuals with some type of control chip that might be used to track them, control them, perhaps even change their physiology.
What are you doing to me? Can't you speak?
So certainly within the realm of feasibility. No doubt about it whatsoever, Laura. Excellent research. Another superb job, Laura.
Thank you.
All of these are very fascinating, but the two topics that interest me the most are alien abductions and Gravity Hill. Now, before Laura and I begin our investigation of these two tantalizing topics, I take you to the realm of bizarre news. Over in Russia, in the town of Nizhny Novgorod, about 250 miles east of Moscow, police found 29 female cadavers in the apartment of a historian. Now, they're all beautifully dressed. It turns out that this man had access to all the local cemeteries. And one by one, he was disinterring bodies, sneaking them into his apartment, and dressing them beautifully. You know, they call me Professor Weird, but he's certainly a candidate for that title. At least, the Professor Weird of Russia. Now, for our doofus of the week, this is a man in Doncaster, England. He had a wart on his finger. So instead of going to the local chemist or store for some sort of solution, he tried to shoot the wart off. The good news, the wart is gone. The bad news, So is his finger. And that's your bizarre news for today. Now, on with the show. Laura and I hit the road to investigate our two thrilling topics. First up, are aliens abducting human beings and possibly implanting them with control chips? Our investigation took us to the office of one Dr. Ruehl, a surgeon, yes, a surgeon, who claims he's been involved in the extraction of implants placed in human alien abductees. Roll tape.
And medically, you think this is possible?
Definitely,
because it's implanted in your brain.
We can already put implants in. For example, look at those cataracts. They're getting implanted lenses. Now, that's not an implant to track you, but that technology is, I'd say, within 10 years away on Earth. If Dr. Lear is in fact a real surgeon who has actual proof of alien tracking devices, this will be a story that will shake up the scientific community. Yes.
I'm Dr. Ruehl.
Dr. Lear? Dr. Roger Lear? Hello? Hello?
Dr. Franklin Ruehl.
Hi, very happy to know you.
Great Caesar's ghost. Dr. Lear is a real doctor. Just look at the degrees hanging on his wall. Now let's see if he can produce the evidence we're looking for. Does Dr. Roger Lear have proof, yes, proof, that aliens from outer space have visited our Earth? And can the scientific riddle of gravity-defying vehicles be unraveled? Join us after this commercial interlude to investigate.